Dame de tu dulce, dame de tu dulce, dame de tu dulce y también de tu salado, de tu boca los placeres que me tienen enamorado. Ella tiene un dulce movimiento que me tiene embobado. Es el sabor que voy sintiendo, dulce y salado. Son las cosas que la vida ella vivió, experiencias que lleva por dentro. Dulce y salado me sabe el corazón, me sube y baja el sentimiento que llevo a contar. Dulce y también de tu salado, de tu boca los placeres que me tienen enamorado. Dame de tu dulce y también de tu salado, de tu boca los placeres que me tienen enamorado. Ella tiene un movimiento dulce y salado que me vuelve loco y me tiene embrujado. Ella le gusta lento pero bien afincao, suavecito, súper pegado. Ella tiene un movimiento y un tumbao demasiado. Ella tiene todo lo que busco yo, dulce y salado. Ella tiene un movimiento y un tumbao demasiado. Bien que me gusta todo lo que tú has mostrado. Ella tiene un movimiento y un tumbao demasiado. Nada de gratis, yo no quiero nada regalado. Ella tiene un movimiento y un tumbao demasiado. Tremendo movimiento que tiene tumbao. Dame de tu dulce y también de tu salado, dulce, de tu boca los placeres que me tienen enamorado. Dame de tu dulce y también de tu salado, dulce, de tu boca los placeres que me tienen enamorado. Dulce, dulce, salado, dulce, 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 salado, dulce, 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 salado, dulce, dulce, volando lejos hacia un mundo de ilusión donde no existe mal, donde las risas se iluminan con la paz del sol. Déjate llevar a un mundo de ilusión, déjate sentir esto es tan nuestro. Déjate llevar por toda la emoción de ser un niño puro y sincero. Muy Déjate llevar a un mundo nuevo. Déjame conquistar tu corazón, mostrarte otro camino, otro sendero, un nuevo ritmo con otro sabor. Ven, no tengas miedo, por favor. Te estoy llamando, escucha mi pregón que dice al sonido del tambor. Y aquí se hace música de corazón. Muy musical, mi estilo es muy musical. Bailalo, ven, siente como te llama la música por dentro. Muy musical, mi estilo es muy musical. Sin fronteras ni barreras, un lenguaje universal. Ven y déjate llevar. Muy musical, mi estilo es muy musical. Déjate llevar, déjate llevar, déjame llevarte a un mundo muy musical, muy musical. Mi estilo es muy musical. Ven, no tengas miedo, déjame llevarte a un mundo diferente, lleno de felicidad. Muy musical, mi estilo es muy musical. Dame solo un momento para llevarte a volar. Yo sé que te gustará. Yo sé que te gustará. Muy musical.
Step on the gas, step on the gas. I gotta be somewhere. I'm on the up, it's going good. They can do nothing but stop and stare. I'm in a rush, rush. I'm living so fast. Maybe I ain't got time. They must think that I am crazy. My foot is to the floor. My ambition's out the door. I'm going at full speed. It's my life, it's what I need. Yeah, my foot is to the floor. My ambition's out the door. I'm going at full speed. It's my life, it's what I need. Sometimes I get a moment, ever so quietly I wait for it to begin. Hey, 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 what are you waiting for? You gotta keep up, you gotta keep up. Hey, 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 don't ever slow down, never slow down. Wait for me. Hey, 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 what are you waiting for? You gotta keep up, you gotta keep up. Hey, 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 don't ever slow down, never slow down. Look for me, me. Turn up the heat, turn up the heat. The race waits for no one. I'm in the front, it's going good. I'm never gonna stop being number one. Don't turn around, round. I'm living so fast. Maybe I'm right on time. They must think that I am crazy. My foot is to the floor. My ambition's out the door. I'm going at full speed. It's my life, it's what I need. Yeah, my foot is to the floor. My ambition's out the door. I'm going at full speed. It's my life, it's what I need. Sometimes I get a moment, ever so quietly I wait for it to begin. Hey, 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 what are you waiting for? You gotta keep up, you gotta keep up. Hey, 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 don't ever slow down, never slow down. Look for me. Hey, 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 what are you waiting for? You gotta keep up, you gotta keep up. Hey, 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 don't ever slow down, never slow down. Look for me.
In the beginning there was house. In the beginning there was the ghetto. And I escaped from it. found house. House music saved me. House music restored my soul. House music made me a different man. House music made me believe I can achieve and be anything possible.
Oh, I'm just saying, please stand by. We live?
We're live,
You're
pal.
live, baby.
We're live, pal. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday on this very website, on the voicemail dump truck, it came up whether a Dreamcast or a cheeseburger was better. And that sparked something in me. I love a good tournament. I love a good debate. This is something I did many times back with the New Day podcast, a nice big bracket. This time, I want us to determine the best thing. Dreamcast is on there. Cheeseburger is on there. Backlar Minotti have given entries to the tournament. And we got Box in the background as he holds the keys to the bracket. So the rules and everything, his decision is final. But we are going to have a tournament. Box, are you there, sir?
Yes.
All right, and you will rule over the bracket with an iron fist. Am I correct?
It's iron.
Oh, yes. Backlar Minotti, you are comfortable saying that by the end of this we will have determined the best thing?
Yes, we should all have
we
to
will have
force ourselves
done-
to indulge in it.
Yeah, we will have had fun on a Friday. We will have indulged you. Yeah, I don't know if it's the definitive best thing, but it will be a fun exercise.
Well, this has been in the works. This has been planned for months. We've made sure the bracket is perfect. This has been all summer. We've been putting this together, and we're gonna find out for sure what is the best thing. No, it started coming together like an hour and a half ago. All right, should we cut to the bracket?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, gentlemen. So we got three of us here, and some of these will be unanimous. And if it comes down to a split decision, it can be an easy 2-1 situation. We added 32 things, and then Box. We added 32 things, and we had Box with the shuffle button. So there are no seeds. There are no seeds at all. So these are just 32 things shuffled up.
So nothing. Wait, time out. Nothing was seeded.
No, we just threw it all on a list and hit shuffle.
Yeah,
So-
we let God decide.
Oh, all right. The only true judge.
bracket
Okay,
science.
fine.
The sweet bracket science will decide.
So
Yeah.
okay. So normally, if people don't realize, like when you have a bracket tournament, you have seeded entries.
Yes.
We did not do that. We completely abandoned any regard for a normal bracket here.
Yes.
Is what?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I don't even know how you would see these things anyway. But nevertheless,
Right.
here it is.
Yeah. Look, it's still going to be a bracket. We're still going to decide. We will know what the number one thing is by the end of the stream.
Oh
Eckler's
God,
still
what are we
filthy. Now he's
doing?
constantly talking about seed.
Yes,
He's a
look,
sportsman.
I'm
He's a sportsman. It's important in sports.
I think this
sportsman.
whole concept is just broken back alert already.
I know. I'm
Well,
already
let's-
very upset.
Let's get to the bracket. Box, what is our first matchup?
We have Mario versus the Big Lebowski.
I mean, this is easy.
Right. They're both, look, everything on this bracket's great, mostly.
This is
Except
easy.
we have to decide what's better. And unfortunately, it is Mario. It is Mario.
Yeah.
No, it's the Big
Mario's really
Lebowski.
good. What?
It's absolutely the
Aw.
Big Lebowski.
The
Over
Big
all of
Lebowski is probably
Mario.
my favorite comedy of all time. But the
Like-
breadth of Mario and its history, there's so much
Yeah.
more joy out of the whole legacy of Mario.
Here's why you guys are wrong, okay?
Yeah.
Mario is a fucking stand-in. He's like those games don't disappear if Mario is gone. You could put any chump in his place.
If it was just the Doc
Okay.
from Adventure, you think that series would be as popular as it
Yeah,
is?
No.
like what?
I think
That's
the
all
fact
he
that
is.
I don't appreciate this Italian erasure, Bacalar. Wow,
Look,
you're saying
geez, Bacalar.
You could
You could
put
be
in
any
another
nationality.
Italian dude. Put in another Italian dude. I don't give a shit. Take it from my great state of New Jersey. We've got plenty. Okay. All I'm saying is that
No.
Mario is a fucking replaceable stand-in, okay? Who only recently like started talking in games.
Yeah, I'm talking.
All right.
I
The
will
Big
say-
Lebowski is lightning in a bottle. It's a
The Big
once in a
Lebowski, here's the-
generation
Not like
film.
Super Mario Brothers. That could have just happened whenever.
My argument
I'm
here,
just saying.
for I see the Big Lebowski argument, and the thing I would say about that is that the Big Lebowski is perfect. It is one movie. There's not
It's
a single thing I would
perfect,
change.
but it's
about
incredibly
it. I think Big
good.
Lebowski's pretty damn perfect as a comedy movie.
I think there's only one perfect movie, and it's My Cousin Vinny.
Still need to see
I
that.
think, okay, I think Lebowski is 99 out of 100.
Okay, and Mario. The thing with Mario, for the record, my vote goes to Mario here. I will concede that if we're counting everything Mario related, that there are things that are not as good. You know, New Super Mario Brothers 2 is not as it's. The Big Lebowski doesn't have a New Super Mario Brothers 2 in it. You know what I mean? It's all
it
good.
has the Jesus Bowls or whatever, right?
Yeah,
That's
we're not going to
Mario
count that.
Brothers 2 movement.
I just
No, but no,
we
we're
are-
talking about the Big Lebowski. We're not talking about weird spin-off stuff or anything. We're talking about the film, The Big Lebowski, not the Big Lebowski universe.
Look, if it was just the Big Lebowski versus even Mario Odyssey, Big Lebowski would lose, let alone just the nebulous concept of all of Mario. I'm sorry. It's got to be Mario.
Yeah. Are we putting the official votes
It's
in?
fine. It can be Mario, but like I'm right. We could both things can be true.
Hey,
That's
all
okay.
these this is a bracket full of winners.
Listen,
That's right.
I understand it has to be Mario, but I want us all to recognize and respect the fact that like the argument I've made holds more
It's
water.
not bad. And it's a good movie. I used to be like, everyone won't shut up about Big Lebowski because my brother was really into it and his friends, and they wouldn't shut up about it. But then, like, I watched it with eyes unclouded by hate. And, like, yeah, it's a great movie. Like, you can't
It's just
complain about it.
it's like the most fun you can kind of have, I think.
very-
It drew
So,
a rough
yeah.
first round. Mario holds a lot of
Yeah,
water
that's
on
just
first.
we're really comparing two dumbass things, I think.
It went
that
on much
can't be
better
compared.
against water slides.
Yeah, let's move on. I don't want to.
All right, Mario advances. Box next
Oh, I
matchup.
should make polls for chat.
Water slides versus cheese.
It's cheese. It's absolutely cheese.
It is.
It's not
It
even
is.
like a water slide is
Yeah.
great, but it's
Yeah, but
like
it's great for
15
like
seconds.
a second. And cheese is like a lifetime of love, you know? Like,
Yeah, it's cheese.
yeah. Yeah,
And
it's
water
cheese.
slides
Mitch?
get worse as you get older. Like I find maybe it's because I was drinking too much the one time, but I went on a water slide and just had a headache for basically the rest of the day. So water slides are fun, but cheese is always going to be there with you unless you're lactose intolerant. Cheese is just a constant companion in life.
Yeah, but
Well,
you
this is our
could
bracket,
take
so yeah.
you could take medicine to enjoy cheese if you're lactose intolerant, I think.
You can't take medicine for water slides if you don't like water slides.
Yeah, and you get water up your nose sometimes. That's a deal breaker for me.
I cut my back
I
once.
know
I had a
what-
mole on my back once, and there was like a little groove in the water slide in Branson. I
Yeah,
bled
yeah.
all over the water slide. Cheese.
That's
it's cheese.
great.
I never bled on cheese.
Yeah.
And I
It's
know
never
that we're
happened.
the decision makers here, but I did put the poll to chat, and like cheese won 49-1 over water slides.
Oh, yeah,
Holy
who's
shit,
the water
okay.
slide freak in chat?
Yeah.
Show
Yeah,
yourself.
Show
All right.
yourself.
Next matchup.
All right, dogs
Yeah.
versus pizza.
This is tough. This is real tough.
Ah, it's
This is a hard
dogs.
one.
And
It's dogs.
I think it's dogs. Minotti,
I think I'm.
are you about to go against your own people?
Penny, close your ears over there. I think I take pizza. Over
You think you take
dogs.
pizza?
A pizza's never taken a shit on my carpet.
Yeah, but pizza isn't your best friend the way a dog is.
Pizza doesn't shit on your carpet, but pizza turns into shit inside of you. Isn't that worse ultimately?
That's fine. That's what toilets are for.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, I'm not
I
gonna,
think-
I'm not gonna shit on my carpet.
Yeah, I think as much as I love pizza and talk about it ad nauseum on this channel, it's the answer is dogs. I mean,
Yeah, we are three dog owners here as well, so
Yeah,
I think
like, come on.
It's hard. It's hard to go against dogs here.
Yeah, my dog's gonna die someday though. I'll still have pizza.
No, the
yeah,
pizza
but you just
order's
buy a new
gone.
dog. You just get a new dog. That's how it works when they die.
Wow, how cold, Beckler. Not like me
I mean,
saying I'd rather
I've
have
been through
pizza
it.
than my
It's not
dog.
great. You know, dogs dying is
Oh,
very
yeah.
upsetting,
Yeah.
but
very
they don't
emotionally
know that they're
distraught.
gonna die, and they
No.
have
Chat
a
makes a
they
good
have a pretty
point.
great life.
Chad says pizza dies way faster than dogs. That is true.
But pizza's way more
Yeah.
replaceable than a dog. You can get a new pizza
It's
in
true.
an hour for like $20.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, I'm not saying a dog
All
is
right.
like a disposable thing. I don't want anyone to think I'm that much of a monster, but there is something sort of like beautiful in the fact that a dog does not know that its time on Earth is limited. So there's a certain
Neither
sort of
does a
like
pizza, I guess.
Yeah, pizzas don't know.
yeah, pizza's not alive. We all agree.
Am I
right.
the only
All right.
pizza vote here?
Yeah, I think it's
Well,
a 2-1 split decision, but it goes
I
to
can give you
dogs.
guys
Okay.
the chat results if you want for fun here. But
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah, pizza was 29-26 against dogs, so chat was with me. At least.
Ooh, there's probably a lot of
Wow,
cat
okay.
freaks in chat. I get it.
Yeah,
Chat doesn't
probably some
matter.
cat
This is
freak.
our bracket.
Fair enough.
Dogs win. Next
All
up,
right. Bonus sleep, like naps and sleeping in, and getting paid.
This might say a
I
lot
I
about
think
us.
getting paid, if you were 14 years old, I think getting paid might win because you don't need the naps as much and you need the money more. I think as you get
Yeah.
older and getting paid is just a thing that happens in the background and like a direct deposit thing. It's not you're not getting a check, like it was fun when we were teenagers. Now it's just like, it's nice. You like getting paid,
It's
but bonus sleep, especially as you get
Yeah, but-
older.
yeah, but Dan, it also, your mileage is going to vary depending on like your material conditions, right? Like
Right.
if you are someone, who has the luxury of not worrying about getting paid, right? So it's different.
Same thing
I
with
still like
sleep.
getting
Like,
paid.
if you're a young parent, right, or something like that, and you're working like 2 jobs, blah blah blah, the sleep is probably just the greatest thing on earth. So yeah, there's a lot of variables here.
I think bonus sleep when you're under 18 is like the winner, and I think after that it's getting paid.
If I could
And
only
because-
have one of these for the rest of my life, I would pick getting paid. Ultimately, getting paid is
Obviously.
more
Yeah.
important. But
Right.
in the
Wow.
moment, when I get a notification on my phone about getting paid, it's like, oh, cool. But if I sleep in like 3 hours or I take an hour nap, like that's
Dude, but
that
you're
feels
also
better in the
someone who
moment.
has such a surplus and availability for bonus sleep that I kind of don't even care about your opinion. I'm just saying, like, Mike,
Why?
you
Just
too,
because I don't have a
motherfucker.
kid?
Both,
Trust me, I knew that was coming. I know, I get it.
Yeah,
I get-
both
Well,
of you kidless.
what's going to happen if you just want to sleep in one day and you tell Dylan, don't wake me up?
Listen, first of
Oh,
all,
they
he's
don't
already
go for
old
that.
enough where, like, if I really want to, I could probably get away with sleep until 10 o'clock on the weekend and he'd be fine. So,
Oh,
but I
snap.
get it. But I also have 8 years of history before that where, like, sleep was a big deal. So I'm going to say it's getting paid.
My vote goes
Yeah,
to
I'd rather
bonus
have
sleep. So it comes to Mitch.
I think I'd rather have money than be well rested. So I'll say getting paid.
I think you chose wisely.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? I sometimes regret sleeping in or getting naps. I never regret getting paid.
God damn
Look
it,
at
there's
these guys
money
that
in my
only-
account.
You guys only worship the almighty dollar. Look at you guys.
That's
wow.
right.
Easy
Just
for you to
ruthless.
say.
Getting Chap went with getting paid 39-18 against bonus sleep.
Wow.
Ooh, I like these
Okay.
reports at the end of the round. Thank you, Mike.
Welcome, you're welcome.
All right.
All right, next up.
Computers versus winter.
The funniest one so far.
What?
Computers.
What?
Like they're not perfect, but like winter is downright unenjoyable at times.
Like
I like
and
sledding. Sledding's fun.
when has a
but,
computer
like,
and when has a computer ever fucking harmed you?
computers can harm you too, but winter I think is more bad than good. I mean, it's fucking cold. Like, yeah, it's nice and serene, and I like the look of snow and Christmas time and all that stuff. But like, ultimately, it's a pain in the ass. You got to dig your car out, and you're cold as shit going into a store.
Yeah.
I mean-
I go ahead, Chip Backler. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say the amount of time that we devote to sitting in front of a computer.
It's too much.
It's too right. Like, think about how much of our lives are just in
Mhm.
front of a computer. At the
Mhm.
same time, sometimes I like it. As
Like
much
it.
as
If there
we
weren't computers, I wouldn't be here right now wearing this Dan Reichert shirt arguing if computers are winter are better, right?
This is true.
Both
Also,
have their downsides.
yeah, I mean, look, winter's here because I love winter. That's the reason it's in this
Yes.
bracket. Winter's the best. Winter all year round. That's my campaign slogan.
That's insane. That's insane.
Summer is an abomination. Spring is too many allergies. Fall will keep you around. Fall and winter. I'm a fall winter guy.
I'm a fall guy.
But
I'm a fall guy.
I like fall.
You are a fall guy. What do you think, Minotti?
Yeah, I mean, I used to like. I still like winter. I used to like it more. Just recently, again, I don't know if this is a getting slightly older thing. I get way colder than I used to. I used to not get that cold. Now I will get like chilled from being outside to the point where I gotta go take a warm shower or something, right? Like, oh, my bones, right? Like an old man by the fireplace with his napkin and like tea or something. I like Christmas a lot, but that's only a little bit of winter. So
Yeah.
I think computers, just for bringing me so close to you guys, I have to give it to computers.
Oh,
Yeah,
I will also go
and
for
I'm gonna-
computers.
Me too. I'm gonna vote for computers as much as I love winter. I am. I'm gonna vote for computers because I get it. I get the importance. I'm able to rise above my own personal prejudices and understand what's important here. So
Okay.
3-0 computers. What did chat say?
Big win from chat, 57 for computers, 9 for winter, though. So not an embarrassing loss like Water Slides had against Cheese.
Oh,
But
real quick. Also, Box, I like it like this where we can't really see what's next until it comes up. So feel free to like just kind of keep creeping it up.
Yeah,
as
that's
they come,
nice.
Yeah. All right. Next
All
up.
Nintendo 64 versus the Dreamcast.
We barely put any consoles on here, and
Yeah,
they
these
just
are the
show up
only
next to
two
each other in the
consoles.
shuffle.
What
These
dark
these might be the
magic?
only
like
two
that.
consoles.
I like that.
This is kind of fucked, huh?
It's 64. I fucking love the Dreamcast, but it's 64. The memories,
Yeah,
the four, like I know the Dreamcast could. Here's the thing: Dreamcast had 4-player ports, but like outside of the occasional Power Stone or something, there wasn't.
Yeah, it
really
wasn't-
a lot of. There's not a lot of great Sonic Shuffle
Oh,
memories.
you didn't like Sonic
there are-
Shuffle?
No, it's like Mario Party, Mario Kart, GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, wrestling games, all those great memories of 4 players sitting around. Like it's the ultimate multiplayer console. I love Dreamcast, but that's mainly Soul Calibur and also just some real quirkiness with Blue Stinger and stuff like that. It's the 64.
Underselling. Nintendo 64 is kind of mid, actually. With the
I agree.
exception of like Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, like the really big heavy hitters are huge, and then otherwise, pretty much every game just actually has a better like sequel on GameCube. Not everything, like 1080 Wave Race are better on Nintendo.
The wrestling
64.
games were better on 64.
right?
When I- when
it's
I-
Ocarina is better than Wind
yeah.
Waker.
No, that's not right. But the rest of the games
Wow.
I'll give you. Well, Wind Waker's like my
What-
favorite Zelda. I love Wind Waker.
Wait, are you saying
When I-
that Sunshine's better than 64?
No, that's an exception. That's an exception.
No,
That
no,
one,
no,
absolutely
no,
not.
no.
Mario
one
64 is
thinks
the
that.
best Nintendo 64
Yeah, no,
game.
Dan. I know you got like a.
I just wondered, he
sure.
was saying that most of the good 64 games had better sequels on
Most.
GameCube, so I'm trying to clarify what he's referring to here.
Right.
I
Most.
think-
Well,
like, so I never owned a
I think with
64.
Zelda, we have Metroid. Go ahead, Bacalar.
I never owned a 64. I remember when Dreamcast came into my life, but like I was, I was playing a bunch of it. I had enough experience with it. I was like, okay, this is fine. But I remember Dreamcast when that arrived, that being a much more impactful launch. I think I just remember like Ready to Rumble
Wow.
like blew me away just looking at that game.
Yeah, I liked it
Again,
too.
like I just think there was a moment where you're like, man, this looks so much better. And it's just the fidelity was just so much more impressive, and it felt like you were
It was
pre-PS2,
pre-PS2,
playing
we
something.
still had- yeah.
Yeah,
But more,
I-
more
the
First
great
year of
Dreamcast games.
Dreamcast, before we had PS2, it like clearly was the best. Look, we were playing NFL 2K, zooming in, you can see the mesh on the
yeah, all the
jerseys
2K
and-
games, dude. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is
remember-
remarkable.
I remember seeing
Yeah.
Sega Rally running at 60 FPS before the console came out at a software, etc.
Yeah.
That blew my mind. But there's so many good games. There's Samba de Amigo, Fantasy
Yep.
Star Online, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Your Dead or Alive, Your Virtual Fighter,
House of the
Freeze,
Dead, Typing of the Dead.
House of the Dead, the Typing of the Dead, Choo Choo, Rocket, Seaman, Shenmue, all sorts of weird, like for a system
Pin
that
Pin
only existed for 2 years.
Triathlon.
Pen Triathlon, let's race some Penguins. And you know, I'm a nostalgic guy. I'm a retro guy. I like the look of most old systems. I like the look of original PlayStation games. Even I love 16-bit stuff. The Nintendo 64 stuff kind of just looks ugly. It kind of did then, and it still looks ugly now.
Yeah, I think when you play either of these games now in 2023, Dreamcast is like more than serviceable. 64 is borderline unplayable.
Dreamcast looks good as hell.
VMU.
Yeah, the VMU. I'm voting Dreamcast. I'm voting Dreamcast.
I'm Dreamcast.
I have to vote 64, but I can't be mad at Dreamcast advancing. It is it's one of the coolest consoles ever.
Yeah, Dreamcast, you know, like Dreamcast, I think closed this sort of like PC gaming gap in a weird way for me too, because I was like, oh, I want to play all these Tomb Raider games. And like most people were playing them on PC, I feel like. And I was like, oh, I can play this game on Dreamcast. Like I remember playing Tomb Raider 2 and 3.
Well, yeah,
on
like
Dreamcast.
Quake 3 is a big example of that, where that was on Dreamcast.
Yeah.
That was actually
Soldier of Fortune. Yeah, like PC shooter types.
MDK2.
Yeah.
Totally. I'm
stuff
so
like
happy with this choice here. This made my
I won't
day,
be mad,
gentlemen.
but I do want to make clear I'm Team 64 here. For
Sure,
not
sure,
being
sure.
Dreamcast guy.
So.
Okay. Chat, not with us. Nintendo 64 won 55 to Dreamcast 23. I'm not surprised. Nintendo 64 has always been the normies console.
Yeah,
I've
totally.
always said the chat is always right. So good work, chat.
You're gonna love
Next
it.
up,
Oh my God.
The Wavebird versus podcasts.
Wavebird, definitely Wavebird. I listen to 2 podcasts. It's like they're
Listen.
fine. It's just podcasts are. It's definitely the
This
Wavebird.
is a T-shirt right here. Just the Wavebird versus podcasts. Now that's a shirt I would wear. The answer is podcasts.
The answer is Wavebird.
It's how could you say it's? How could you say
the dream of the wireless
wireless
controller? The dream of the wireless controller. You know, you had it on Genesis or Super, and you had to plug in a stupid third-party IR sensor on your thing. Wavebird, it doesn't matter where you're pointing it. It's using RF. It's a delightful in your hand controller. It's the already excellent GameCube controller, but wireless. It's got a big ass do button on it. Wavebird is so much better than podcasts.
Just the entirety of podcasting is inferior to a out of date currently
podcasts, I'm kind of not super into podcasts. Like
because you don't listen to any.
You're on multiple podcasts.
Well, I like doing them. They're fun to do, but I don't listen to them. Like I listen to 2 podcasts. It's basically one these days. I listen to Deadlock. That's like it. I mean, I heard Serial. It was fine. It's not better than the Wavebird.
So gun to your head, you're like, oh, if I got to choose between this, legacy wireless console or like listening to entertaining audio for the rest of my life, guess I'm going with the controller. What a fucking weirdo. You're wrong. It's podcast.
The Wavebird. Yes, the Wavebird.
As the person who literally has a dissected GameCube controller behind me, hung up, I'm a big GameCube guy.
Yeah, that's true.
The Wavebird's fine.
You're saying it's fine?
I think it's fine. I think people overreact a little bit. I'd rather have a normal controller with the wire because it has rumble. It feels a bit better. The Wavebird's great, influential, all that stuff. But that's not what I think about like the 20 things I love about the GameCube. The Wavebird isn't necessarily super high up there. Whereas I do listen to a lot of podcasts. I like to listen to them when I'm traveling, when I'm going on my walkie walks, when I have a long drive, if I can't sleep. Podcasts are a very helpful constant companion. I hate to come out, quote unquote, against the GameCube here, but I gotta give it up to podcasts.
It's a losing battle for me, I know, but just let it be known the Wavebird is better than all podcasts.
Yeah, I'm not against the Wavebird, but it doesn't hold a candle to the entirety of the podcasting universe. What are you, crazy?
So on the chat side, podcast 149 to Wavebird's 25.
Fuck this chat now.
That's all 25 right. Insane people.
Next up.
Okay.
The Simpsons, season 3 through 10 versus music.
Simpsons.
All right, it's great that Mike, it's great that you and I are here to like restore balance because I feel like we're gonna get a mostly unhinged answer from Dan. Although
I spy your smirk.
Simpsons? Yes, of course I have.
I think about classic Simpsons like 6 times a day. I think about music once or twice a week.
That must be nice. That must be lovely. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, like, it's obviously music. It's obviously like
No.
we fucked up with the generality here. Like you can't just put like you did such a hyper specific entry here in what amounts to 8 seasons of a TV cartoon. Okay.
Yeah.
The
I
best
probably
you're just
spent
like
more
any
time
show
watching
ever,
those
Bacalar.
seasons than I have listening to music.
And then you're just
What?
like, okay, versus all of music as we understand it as a human art form.
What
Yeah.
about Simpsons music? What about the Bartman? What about Simpsons sing the blues?
Listen,
what about
yeah,
If we
the-
get rid of The Simpsons, we still have Danny Elfman's Simpsons intro.
Yeah. No,
Look, I'm
no,
saying as a
what you
whole,
made it for.
You're okay. Music, there's so much music out there, and some of it's really good and some of it's really bad. There's more bad music than there are bad Simpsons episodes from those seasons.
So what?
Well, I mean-
Why is that the
Breadth, if
fucking-
you're counting the breadth of music, you got to count the bad with the good. This Simpsons,
Okay.
those seasons are pretty much all good.
Okay. So
So
what's your
it's more
point?
consistent. It's better. Those seasons of The Simpsons are definitely better. Than
Yeah,
the breadth of
music's
music.
track record real up in the air. We're jury's still out on whether or not
There's
music
really,
good.
There's really, really good music out there, but there's also so much bad music.
Now, does
Yeah,
this
of
mean
course
like
there is.
okay,
Are
we're
there
not
more
erasing
bad
one from the other. We
songs
still
or
have
more
music.
bad Simpsons episodes from those seasons?
Dan,
Okay,
there's
that
only what,
that
like
argument's
30.
insane. To be
It's
clear.
insane. Like, look, I can step away and also say that like this in a bracket is equally as insane, but the fact that you're trying to like borrow down one more layer of insanity is unacceptable.
Look, look.
Okay.
I've gotten so much more joy out of those seasons of The Simpsons than I have all music.
This is tough for me. I don't mean to disappoint either person. I'm not sure. I really like those.
If you're
seasons
not
of
sure, then
Simpsons.
there's a lot we have to talk about.
Music's pretty
our
good.
Wolves,
Music's great. Led
our
Zeppelin's
Wolves in
awesome.
chat says-
Beatles did some great stuff. But like the monorail episode was incredible.
Yeah, Itchy, Scratchy, and Poochie.
Yeah.
That's the best
Yeah.
half-hour TV ever. The magic.
This-
I talked about the magic xylophone the other day with you guys because somebody was making fun of us
Yes.
for not knowing who Cassandra
Yes.
Cain was from Batman.
Absolutely.
you guys are all indirectly defending music, is what you're doing.
yeah, music's
and also,
great. I love music.
yeah,
Music's
Awesome.
and
awesome.
also this is
music.
look. If I have to say that the Fall Out Boy cover of "We Didn't Start the Fire" has to exist for me to be right about this, I can do it. I can do it.
So you are locked in with music. Box, you can lock me in with The Simpsons. And then I think it comes down to Mr. Minotti here.
This is kind of my heart or my brain sort of a thing, right?
You know what the answer is, Minotti.
I think I gotta.
Remember when he ate the chilies and Johnny Cash was a wolf?
Yeah, that was really funny.
On the
Homer,
monorail.
there's
Remember
someone
when
here
Homer
to
goes
help
to
you.
college and makes fun of the nerds?
Homer,
This
there's
is so
someone here to help
insane.
you. Is it Batman? No, it's a scientist. Batman's a scientist. It's not Batman.
This is this
Yes!
is
Are you on the
truly-
boat, Simpsons?
It's about Simone and Aaron Simpson.
That's my
Chat.
guy there.
This is
Chat, for some
look.
reason, but more of a music fan. 60 votes for music, 16 for Simpsons.
60. Did you hear that?
The chat doesn't
How
know what they're
dumb
talking
are
about.
we?
We're the professionals.
I think
How
if I sat
dumb are
down for
we?
6 hours to watch all this episode of The Simpsons, I'd have more fun doing that than sitting down and listening to music for 6 hours.
How
yeah,
fucking
definitely.
stupid are we? Is all I have
I think
to
we
say.
made the right
Put it back
choice.
on.
Hell yeah.
We are
All
the
right, next
dumbest
up.
motherfuckers.
All right, movies
Oh.
versus hockey.
Okay, come on.
Look,
Like,
it's not going
Mackley,
to be
you can
hard
say
for
what you
either
want
of
to
you.
say, but I think you know where this
Yeah.
is going.
Yeah, the same way I could recognize that, like, obviously, music is better than 8 seasons of a cartoon.
That's not what the bracket says.
Where movies, yes, the hockey got a bad draw here. Right, we can all agree this is a bullshit draw for hockey. It was like the 3 seed, and it pulled like a
Not
1
really.
seed.
Movies suck. Movies are mid.
I mean, look, I'm gonna be a big person. I'm gonna be a fucking mature person, reasonable, right?
Thank you.
Pragmatic.
Yep.
And I'm gonna say the answer should be movies, even though hockey
Great.
is the greatest, most
Why?
underappreciated sport on earth.
I don't even
There
like
you
hockey
go.
that much, and I'm going to vote for hockey.
If you're
think
voting
I'd
for
have
hockey,
way-
I'm
I'd
voting
have
for
a-
hockey.
What?
I'd have a
Wait.
much more fulfilling life right now if I got into hockey than if I like became a big
Mitch.
cinephile for every movie coming out from
Listen.
now into the future.
Do you want to collude with me right now?
This is
I'm not
stupid.
colluding. I'm
Mitch,
just voting for
you're not a
hockey.
sports guy, Mitch!
Because it's better. Because I am a sports guy. I like sports.
You are?
I just don't. Yeah, but Cleveland just doesn't have a hockey team.
You know
so I
what?
don't follow that
Listen,
sport that much.
if we're gonna vote with our hearts here, right, and not like a reason in less, because when you vote for your heart, it's not always reasonable, right? Hockey is such a huge part of the Jeff Bakalar pie chart. I have to pick hockey just because I have to. It's me. If that's what we're doing here, I pick hockey.
Okay, so put me down for movies. Mitch,
Oh, easy hockey.
what the fuck?
Movies, yeah,
Let's
movies are just on a downward.
fucking
I think hockey's only
go.
gonna get better. Movies are just kind of like, you don't have to be old.
Yeah.
Like back in my days, movies were okay. Movies are just gonna get worse and worse. Like every once in a while, we'll
Sucks
get
to
a
suck,
Barbie and an
Dan.
Oppenheimer.
Hockey
and, like,
is better
it's-
than movies?
Right.
Yep.
And it's like so surprising that two good movies come out in a weekend that everybody loses their mind. That's the
Yep.
state of it right now.
Hockey is
So-
always good. It is always good.
Every
Even
hockey game you've seen is
preseason.
good.
Yeah, pretty much. There's always like something very interesting about every
Hey,
hockey.
hockey
game.
has better fight scenes than most movies these days, honestly, too.
God, I didn't expect this.
Oh, hockey's in play in a big way, knocking off the number one
Hockey's in
seed
play,
movies.
Everybody.
Thank you, Bob.
Okay, I'm just kind of shook from
okay.
that. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, guess what? It doesn't feel so good, does it?
That didn't feel good. No.
Movies and music just got fucked, but Simpsons and hockey are moving
Why
forward.
Simpsons and hockey? Sucks to suck, Danny boy.
incredible.
What can I tell you?
Chat said 66 movies, 10 for hockey, so they're not.
Hey,
fully on
thank
board
you for
with this.
the 10,
the best.
the 10 of you.
That's insane. We need to move past this, otherwise I'm going to lose my mind. All right, what's next?
All right.
Oh,
that,
okay. Yeah.
That thing where you return something on Amazon and they're like, nah, you don't need to send it back. We'll just refund you. And Metal Gear Solid.
Look, there are few better feelings than when Amazon's like, even like the text on the screen's like, don't worry about it. You don't got to send it back. Here's your money. Like, it's awesome. It's fucking great. But
right.
Metal Gear, come on. Those two old guys beat the shit
Yeah.
out of each other on top of a submarine.
I'm voting for Amazon.
Oh, Metal Gear Solid is such a
Just
great video game.
Okay. Okay, we can acknowledge
Yeah.
that
It's a
Amazon
funny
thing is a
feeling.
great feeling.
Yeah, brother.
right.
And that is like I was talking about before, liking the way PlayStation 1 games look. Metal Gear Solid, like, is best as a PlayStation 1 game. They remade it for GameCube and it was actually just worse. Like, no, I want it looking like that lo-fi, jaggy, texture warping bullshit. So great.
For the record, when I put it on there, I am talking about the breadth of the series, not just the.
Well, then that's
PlayStation
even
1.
more. That's just
Yeah,
even
it doesn't
more
matter.
against Amazon, because I was even just thinking the first game. So now, wow.
Oh
The
no,
whole-
whole series.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
sorry,
all right.
Amazon returning things.
Sorry, Amazon. Love you, but yeah, you're not Metal
Gotta
Gear.
go.
Yeah.
Close one for chat. Metal Gear Solid did win with 40, but Amazon thing, or as I spelled it, Amazon thing, 36, not that far behind it.
Nice.
Okay, nice.
All right.
Next up. Oh shit.
Ooh.
Barbecue
Ooh.
versus pro wrestling.
I mean, I'm gonna vote for pro wrestling, but fuck,
Wow.
that's like my
turning
thing.
your
That's my
back
one-
on your people.
That's the one thing food-wise that I can speak confidently on, and fuck, that sucks. Yeah, put me down for wrestling.
This is another thing that's going to come down to Minati because I'm absolutely choosing barbecue.
I love both of these things. This is very difficult.
Vote
This is
with
tough.
your
It comes down
heart.
to me.
Vote with your heart,
Yeah.
Michael. Think
I'll
about think about the ribs. Think about the sauce. Think
What's
about
giving you more joy throughout your life?
think
That's
about
the thing.
all
That's the thing,
that
Dan.
charcoal burning
Pro
up.
wrestling could be Pro wrestling could be a massive bummer sometimes.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'd say more
there's
often
nothing
than not.
depressing about the wrestling industry. What are you talking about?
Yeah, right. There's never anything depressing about barbecue. That is nothing but good times. I love making barbecue. I
Yep.
have like 3 barbecue YouTube channels I watch
Yep.
religiously. I have a whole brisket in my fridge right now that this weekend I'm hoping to trim up and smoke
Boy,
in my
do ya.
pellet smoker. I'm sorry. I'm
Mhm.
sorry, Dan. I
No,
can't
you
believe
know,
I'm not
here's
getting
the thing.
wrestling.
I'm not even going to get mad about this because it's like, honestly, in an average week, I'm not really watching Raw. I don't think I watched SmackDown once the entire time I fucking worked at WWE.
So you should vote for barbecue too.
Well, that's the thing. It's like every time a plate of burn-ins has been in front of me, I've been happy. Every time I watch Raw, I'm like, this is too fucking long, and there's like 2 decent segments in a 3-hour show.
Yeah.
But the highs of pro wrestling, I think, are better than the highs of barbecue. Barbecue is always going to be really good. But like,
I was at
just like
Mabel's in Cleveland, and that's Michael Simon's barbecue restaurant there. And for a bachelor party, we just got trays of meat because we had this big group. So we had the brisket and the ribs, and they had this kind of glazed pork belly, and they had weird stuff like pig ears and pigtails. Even serving up.
That is the darkest chat thing. The chat just said barbecue never left the dogs in the enclosed pool area, and that is dark.
Wow.
And if you don't know what that means, it's bad.
I don't want to know what that means.
Bad. It's
I don't want to know.
Okay.
You looking forward to that Von Erich movie, Dan? Good time.
Yeah, it's gonna be a feel good. Like I said, nothing depressing about the wrestling industry.
There you go. Easy answer, Mike.
You know what? I'm not even gonna be mad about that. Yeah. Okay, sure. Barbecue is more consistent and less depressing. Okay.
Good to know.
Chat.
Good to know.
Chat 66 for barbecue, only 16 for pro wrestling. It was a rough matchup for pro wrestling there, Dan.
It was, but I'm not even mad at that, honestly. So
almost like we should think about how much we talk about wrestling. Almost.
No. Next up.
Peanut butter versus alcohol.
Ooh, deceptively tough here.
Yeah, there's something about putting it as alcohol, not just like craft beer or like a nice scotch.
Yeah.
That does make me really think about the problematic side of it, right?
Yeah, we were going to have beer and hard liquor on here, but then we consolidated to make room. Here's the thing.
I'm going to surprise people here.
Peanut butter is so good as far as like, it's just, I could eat it every day. And, I have peanut butter sandwiches pretty much every day, and it's always incredible. You can just scoop it straight out of the thing and eat it. It's great. Whereas like alcohol was like a genuine like game changer in my life in terms of getting me out of my shell and getting me comfortable socially. I was very withdrawn and loner. I don't know if that's the word. I was very introverted before alcohol. And I go to college, and suddenly that opened doors. And like, I know it didn't make me, funny or social or anything like that, but it made me comfortable with it and being myself, and it got me out of my shell. So peanut butter didn't change my life the way I
peanut butter did that for me. That's the thing. Peanut butter. I have the same story of that with both peanut butter.
You're really shy until college, and people are passing around a jar of Jif. You're just getting your hand in there like Winnie the Pooh, right?
You had to hide the Skippy from the RA when he came by.
I met my first, girlfriend over a fluffernutter. So,
Whoa, that sounds kinky. I had a similar experience. I have a similar experience with Dan, but I don't know, even as I say it out loud, alcohol helped my life. It just sounds so problematic. And there are probably other better ways I could have come out of my shell. As a picky eater, I think Dan appreciate this too. Peanut butter is a godsend as a child, right? That's what my mom just packed to my lunches. Peanut butter sandwich.
I can't even believe we're on the fence about this, you guys. One is a horrifically destructive drug that's been pushed down this entire culture's throat in such an incomprehensible way that leads to the deaths of so many people, destroys families and lives. Oh my God!
This is our bracket, though. This is it's the impact on our lives. Where it's like, the only real negatives I've gotten from alcohol is I got fatter and I have hangovers. There's a lot more positive going on there than there is negative, I think.
See, I have those, but I also know people whose lives have been completely
ruined.
Yeah, 100%.
It's us.
And
three.
you're talking, to Mr. Snobby IPA craft guy, and I'm voting peanut butter.
Yeah, I'm gonna go peanut butter. Just for the kids. For the kids, I'm voting for peanut
butter.
Hell
yeah! And I don't care how you do it. Crunchy, smooth, natural, infused with all kinds of different flavors. I don't care what you do. Peanut butter, A-okay.
It's crunchy, but all of it's good. Almond butter is good too, Yep.
Yeah. Not the same thing, but certainly,
I mean, you're gonna lose peanut butter.
I can't be mad at I have peanut butter every day, and I love it. I can't.
Do you? That's interesting. You have peanut butter every day?
I have peanut butter a lot more than I have alcohol. Yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. That makes
that
sense.
is
I want
I
to
think-
drink 2 or 3 nights a week. Peanut butter 7 days a week. I'm a-okay with. You know.
How are you?
Well, if those things
That's
were reversed,
interesting.
we'd have a problem. So that's good.
That's peculiar. How are you intaking peanut butter every day? Is it always just like out of the jar, or is it like
Almost every
through
day it's a
candy?
peanut butter sandwich, and then every once in a while, if I just need like a quick thing, like I got 15 minutes between like recordings or something, I'll just go get a big old scoop of peanut butter. It tastes great, and it also kind of like
Do
you
that
know, satiates
sometimes.
you. So
It's like not
It
bad
is-
for you comparatively. Yeah, just like it's
Yeah, no,
protein.
it's the good fat. You know,
yeah,
I just find that wild that you consume peanut butter a peanut butter sandwich every day.
I'd say almost every day.
As a kid,
it's a perfect lunch.
Peanut butter
Okay.
1 in chat 47 to alcohol's 31.
Okay,
Yeah,
beautiful.
that's not.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Halloween versus Epcot.
It's fucking Halloween.
Wow.
Epcot's a
All right,
big
so Dan-
stupid ball.
Yeah, it's a
Halloween
golf
is
ball.
so much
Dan,
fun. Yes.
Dan, this is just between you and me, I guess, because we know what Mike's doing.
Yeah, we don't even just go ahead.
Yeah,
and
what
put
the hell?
Minotti's vote
Yeah,
in
come
there.
on.
Yeah,
Okay, it's a geodesic sphere, however you say that first. It's not a
Sphere?
golf ball. There's a sphere. There's a fun ride in there where you learn about the history of communication and mankind.
fun rides
you
don't
have
involve
all-
learning.
No,
They also
you're
have
wrong
fast
there.
rides that go vroom, Dan. They have roomy rides also that you'll like those.
I went there when
they
I was
test
8
track.
and was bored out of my mind.
Yeah, well, a lot has changed since then. I liked it back then though, but a lot has changed and there's roller coasters there now too. You like roller coasters.
Oh, there's roller
And you
coasters?
like those
Okay.
fun Disney rides they took you on, yeah.
Those
And
were good.
you know,
Those were good.
the-
Yeah.
you have the countries, and they are all really well themed, and they each have a very nice restaurant for that country, and they have tons of food and beverages. Right? You know, you said you liked alcohol. You know about
I
drinking
do.
around the world? You ever heard about that?
I
Dan?
feel like I think I would enjoy Epcot as an adult more than I did as a child. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody
Well,
does more as an adult. It's a
I'll
fantastic.
I'll
adult
let you
park.
know. I'll be there in a few weeks time.
You're gonna love it.
But I'm still gonna vote for Halloween, of
Yeah.
course.
Throw me in there
Like,
too. Throw me in there too. Halloween wins.
Damn it.
I get it,
Best
Best
Mike.
holiday?
but
Best
you,
holiday?
No.
yeah. I mean, I
Well-
don't even look at it like a holiday. I don't know. You don't get off for it, so it's kind of not a holiday.
It's a
In the same.
holiday.
I don't know if it's a holiday.
It's a
Look,
holiday.
you're talking. You're talking
This is
to
very
Mr.
Paul Reichert.
Pagan.
Soccer's
you
not
know?
a sport. It is a holiday.
If this was Family Feud and the thing was holidays, this would be like number 2 after Christmas.
You think so? I think it would be Thanksgiving.
I think
yeah.
Halloween would be.
It'd be
second.
up there. Halloween would be up there.
Halloween would be up there. I don't think it's because it's not a bank holiday. So, you know, I feel like
but
it
who
has
cares
it
about the
holds
banks?
less water.
Yeah.
The banks
Yeah.
have not
It's an
done anything
event.
for us.
I think you're right, Michael. It's an event.
Yeah.
Just like-
Halloween's fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Halloween
right. Sorry,
advances.
Mike. I know how you
Yeah,
feel
it
about that.
happens. Well, yeah, chat also just very strongly 66 for Halloween, only 6 for Epcot. Someday I'm gonna get all of us in Epcot, and you guys are gonna have the time of your lives. And you're
I'd
gonna
do it, and I probably would
I
enjoy
mean,
it. Yeah.
I'll be there soon. I'll have a full report. I'm excited. I have fond
Right.
memories of it. 30 something years ago when I was there last.
Next
I'll
up.
be there in November again for probably my 50th time.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
This is interesting.
this is
Oh,
where it
what a
landed.
dumb thing
Okay.
this is.
Salt versus cheeseburger.
Who,
Well,
did,
hey,
who
fun
put
fact.
salt
Hey,
into
hey,
this?
fun fact. I learned yesterday. Salt is in cheeseburger.
That's
Right.
correct, Dan.
I know that.
Correct.
I remembered it too.
Wait, so this is kind of paradoxical in by nature here.
Well,
I
it's
guess
just
we're
which
just
one do you
saying
like more?
empirically, like, what's the better
look,
thing?
You're not going to
Yeah, and
sprinkle cheeseburger on. Like you can do so much with salt.
Yeah.
You can't put cheeseburger on. What do you put salt on? Your fries. You can't put cheese.
Put
God,
salt on
that's stupid.
everything. You need salt for basically all cooking. You
Yeah.
have to have salt. If you only have one quote unquote spice or whatever in your pantry, it needs to be salt. I like
Yeah.
cheeseburgers a lot. If I never had a cheeseburger again, I would be okay. If I never had salt again, that would ruin food forever. It's gotta
Yeah,
be salt.
yeah. Salt is way more important to the overall food situation. Cheeseburgers are great, but it's going to ruin so much other food if I don't have salt. I put me down
I mean,
for salt for sure.
You guys are talking about eating it. I'm talking about softening my water supply. So that's why salt gets my vote.
Multi-purpose.
okay.
It can melt the ice.
Yeah, it has other stuff. It keeps
Yeah.
fish alive in the ocean.
The fish
So you don't have
live in
fish if you don't have
water,
salt?
That's true.
Okay. I didn't. All right. I don't know if that's the. Okay, sure.
Sure.
Very good.
Close enough.
Salt wins.
Salt wins by a mile.
Chat also big Salt fans. 49 for Salt, 28 for Cheeseburger.
Salt. You put salt. Why don't you put oxygen on here too while you're at it?
Sorry, seeing Salt versus Halloween made me laugh.
We'll get there.
Now we're setting up such a terrible fucking showdown. I hate it.
All right, soda versus roller coasters.
Oh,
Shit.
this is simple. What a simple fucking one. You kidding
These
me?
are both incredible.
Roller coasters by far, dude. Soda? What are you,
Man.
4?
Roller coasters are kind of
I
scary,
realized
though.
the childhood wonder. I realized the childhood wonder of roller coasters is probably in the same category.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
also-
Yes.
But also, soda is like another fucking thing that's guaranteed to make you sick.
No,
Like, what are we doing?
I only drink
And,
zero. I haven't had a sugar soda since college. I'm just drinking. This is nothing. This is good taste in water.
Look, I'm not gonna bang the drum of like artificial sweeteners and all that stuff. Whatever, you probably don't have enough of it for it to be a true detriment to your health overall.
Don't be like my
but,
dad
like,
sending me TikToks of some guy in a grocery store talking about how diet soda is going to give me cancer. Don't be that guy.
Yeah,
I mean, look, I'm not even
going
gonna bark up that tree, even though apparently there is some evidence that supports that. But no, without a doubt, roller coasters. Like and as so, look, how about this? Okay, just to demonstrate how fucked up soda is. Okay, I drank soda up until the day I graduated college. Okay, when I graduated, okay, so soda. Graduate when I'm 21 years old or whatever the hell. What is it? 22 years old. Graduate college. Stop drinking soda. I weighed 215 pounds back then. Stop drinking soda. 190.
Yeah, what were you drinking? Regular? You weren't drinking diet or zero?
No, I was drinking like Mountain Dew and cherry Coke and vanilla Coke.
Nobody should be
calories
drinking
for a 20 ounce.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I was drinking the
Everyone should be drinking
Marlboro
Coke
Reds
Zero.
of soda. Okay.
Here's the thing. When I'm not on a roller coaster, I'm not like missing it. I love being on a roller coaster, but like if I have a meal, if I have a dinner and there's not a soda, I might as well not be eating a dinner. It's like that feels fucked up to not have a soda with dinner.
I agree.
Or a lunch. Or in the morning when I wake up. Like it goes to soda for me.
I guess it comes down to like, what would you, for me, it's like, what would you rather lose for the rest of your life? If someone was like, hey man, even in my age where like probably won't be on roller coasters for that much longer, maybe another decade, right? It's like, would you rather have that decade of like roller coasters twice a year or just the ability to drink soda? I'm still going roller coasters, man.
But I mean, if I need that fix, like that adrenaline thing, I'll just like skydive. Like there are alternatives for roller coasters,
That is so weird. What a weird thing to say.
It's a similar thing. I think
If I want
skydiving is
to
a
rush,
better
I'll just
version of roller
jump out of a
coasters.
plane. Like
more
it's a thing you go.
dangerous, but
I'm
Like
planning
it's
my
something
next
you
one.
just go and do.
Yes, I'm gonna do it probably in a couple months. Yeah.
If
They try
I
to talk
wanted
me into it.
excitement, I'll just frogger through traffic.
right, yeah. Why don't we just
Way
go
more
play
dangerous
on
than
the train
skydiving.
tracks if you want to like risk your life for no reason? Yeah, roller coasters are scary. I know I'm a theme park guy, but I never was huge into them. I can do some of the smaller ones, like Big Thunder Mountain, and I like that. But even Space Mountain is a bit much for me. and my
Is it
sensitive
really?
Tummy and head.
Space Mountain's
I'm a
tough?
baby.
I don't remember it
It'd be
being
for me
tough.
on
Yeah.
the- It's not. It's for babies, for most, for
Oh,
like
oh,
real
okay. I
roller
understand.
coaster
what you're saying.
people. I'm just not much of a roller coaster guy. It's not really what I like
Got
about the theme parks. I would rather sit down on a bench at the theme park with a Coke Zero and watch the roller coaster go by. So I'm Team Soda here.
All right, listen,
Soda.
for you guys, I'll drink a Coke Zero tonight.
Oh, there you
excellent.
go. I got one of my friends. You can get in a second. Soda also wins with chat 49 to roller coasters 33.
Excellent. All right.
Like
Next up. Ooh.
Bottom of the bracket. Perfect high five or ice cream?
Now we're talking about a high five that just totally connects, makes the sound. It's a good time, but ice cream, there's so much more. That's a one note thing of the high five. Ice cream, it's all the flavors you can imagine.
Yeah, we have a very good ice cream place where I'm at called Handles. And the only difference between good or bad ice cream is how much fat content it has, right? And they're very generous with the fat content. So
Sure.
incredible. They have a butter pecan that's just a die for.
Ooh.
It's so hot out. Do I want
Ooh.
ice cream later? Shit. Yeah, and it's always a fun little treat to get some, even when it's cold out. Getting a little ice cream here, that's fun.
Even the healthier, like low calorie, like the Halo Tops and the Breyer's Delights and all that stuff. Like the technology's gotten better there. If you don't want to have a whole 1,200 calories for a pint,
Oh, I think Halo Top's trash.
I do like it as like a treat though. I like
calories.
Yeah, I like every once a month I'm gonna get ice cream maybe, and it'll be this special fun treat, and it tastes really good, and yeah, it's a good time. Easy ice cream for me.
Ice cream.
Yeah. Same here. Ice cream. I love it. I don't know. I was just away at the shore, which is like you're legally obligated to eat ice cream as much as you can. And I had a flavor that I think is the best flavor I've ever had. Like I'm still thinking about it.
What was it?
It was called Seagull Droppings. And it was vanilla and it was vanilla ice cream. I talked about it on the dump truck, didn't I?
It was called
vanilla. It was you fucker. It was
sorry, you're practically there already. I get it out.
No, it was vanilla ice cream, chopped up Reese's peanut butter cups, and dark chocolate swirls. And it was just like perfect. It's like so fucking good.
That sounds awesome.
The thing with ice cream with me is like I realize it's very high in fat and sugar, but I'm good. Like I can be satisfied with just like give me one scoop. Just give me that one scoop.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna really,
for sure.
Really make a meal out of it. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna get what I want out of it.
I get 2 different flavors, 2 scoops, and a cup. I never do the
Yeah,
cone. That's
you add a second scoop. Like then you're. I don't know.
You do complimentary flavors,
child.
You know.
I'm a big child with like kneading it in a cone. I hate it in a cup for some reason. I
Really?
find it disgusting. It gets so melty and soupy in the cup. I hate that. I don't know
but
why.
But when it melts, it goes into the cup. It doesn't go down onto your hands and shit.
No, well, that's why you got to be diligent with the licking. And you're the cone. You got to be on top of it. That's fine.
I think.
Regardless, ice cream wins this. Unanimous.
Ice cream wins. Ice cream wins.
Yes.
Ice cream wins.
And Chad agrees. 67 for ice cream, only 6 for the perfect high five.
Beautiful.
The first round.
Wow, look at us. Round 2.
Yeah, got some spicy ones coming up here.
Dogs are getting paid.
Oh,
Mario
man.
versus cheese.
Oh shit.
Mario
You
versus
can't do this to
cheese.
me. You can't do this to me.
See, I'm still team cheese here because again, Mario is this disposable fucking placeholder.
Man, you're
Look,
just not impressed with
a
Mario,
hero.
are you?
I have a question box tattooed somewhere on my body, and I'm still telling you that I would prefer
Your
cheese
ass.
in this. It's on my scrotum. No, but listen,
Nice.
I think it's easy. I think the answer is cheese, man. Dan, you're gonna go against cheese. Dan, look at me. Look at me. You're gonna turn your back on cheese.
I'm literally trying to think if you took one of these things out of my life, which one would damage me more? And it's like equal, I think.
Yeah, this is the hardest one, I think. Yeah. I love cheese.
Again,
Man,
you're just saying what's the better sort of thing. I don't. Maybe I'm misunderstanding the.
no, you're right, but
here.
it's just the way that helps us kind of like think of it. You're right.
Yeah.
But like,
It's not one of
when it's so
one of them
close, you
doesn't
have
have
to
to
start
disappear.
thinking it that way.
Exactly.
And, like, man, there are days I don't play a Mario game. Obviously, I don't know if there are days where I don't eat some kind of cheese.
I'll use that analogy and go weekly for you, but yeah.
When I'm playing
A
a
week
Mario
doesn't
game,
go by where I don't
like,
have cheese.
One of the good like core mainline Mario games, when I'm playing one of those, I am like it's just joy all the time. I feel like cheese is just such a regular staple of my life that it's kind of, maybe I take it for granted. I've just eaten so much cheese and I always love it, but the joy is not the same as it is with like, oh man, I'm playing a great level in Mario Galaxy or something. And also, my doctor straight up told me that like I need to cut back on the cheese because cholesterol levels are high. So it's
it's
there's
a lot of
bad
cholesterol.
for you. Mario's never been bad for me. I'm voting Mario.
That's fair. That's a lucid argument.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's what I'm known for.
My doctors haven't yelled at me yet, and I really like cheese. Oh, this is
Cheese,
this
see,
is actually
that's
this
a good-
is. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's a good point what Dan said, because it's like, you know, cheese you have to like slowly lower, more moderation, you know, can't just be like
God, that makes me
chowing
sad.
down blocks of Gouda and, you know, Manchego
That's
and
not
all these
fair.
like really, no.
That's not fair.
Mm.
Because I remember as a kid, it was like everyone acted like milk was basically the elixir of life. Like drink more milk, drink more
Oh
milk.
yeah,
Cheese is
that
just
was the
milk.
health
Well-
drink. Yeah.
Well, that was just a milkaganda.
That was propaganda. That was big
Yeah.
milk.
That literally was big milk.
Yeah, literally, not even a joke. It was big milk. But I still have to say cheese. I'm sorry. I really like cheese.
Aw,
Just thinking about, I
man.
think about cheese. I actually watch a YouTube guy, some old Australian dude who makes cheese. That's fun. I love cheese. It might be
Yeah, I love
the
cheese.
best thing ever.
Look,
I'm not
I
going to
mean,
say a bad
this is-
word about cheese, but it's all right. I'll
There's two
accept it.
Italian things. Two Italian things. One of them had to go.
You're right. Ooh, Parmesan
know?
Reggiano.
Was cheese
Right?
invented in Italy?
No, it's invented like in super olden times, like
Oh, okay.
prehistory. Cheese has been around
Oh,
for a long
okay.
time. Maybe recorded history. I don't know. It's very old. It's like cheese. Okay, well, chat also on the cheese train. 64 for cheese. Mario just
Good job,
20. Sorry, Mario.
All right. Next
Right.
up.
Wait, time out. A funny comment from YouTube. Luminaris said they've never made Chris Pratt into a cheese, though.
Give it time.
Yeah, it's
Give it time.
True.
it's gonna be Garfield. Garfield kind of looks like a block of cheese.
All right. Dogs versus getting paid.
Dogs. Getting paid is like a surface level, a joy. You know, it's like hey, this is a nice thing, but dogs is like there's a love there with dogs. There's like this is like enriching my life. Good, you know.
It's so unmaterialistic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will take the love of a dog over a
If I-
paycheck. That's right.
If I try to give somebody my dog for a copy of Cubivore for the GameCube, they would say no way. That's not legal.
You don't know
tender."
that?
You
don't know that?
No.
Will you take
guessing.
this Chihuahua for?
How good is your dog?
Yeah, a little old, so probably not worth as much anymore. I don't think I'd get a Cubivore for my dog. But money, they were happy to take that.
Money does do a lot of things that are good. But
Yeah,
You can buy
ultimately,
dogs with money. You can buy dogs
Ulti-
with money.
yeah. It's
right?
true.
And again, it's not like you don't have money. It's just like which of these is better?
Yeah,
It's not one or the other.
I mean, we're back to that paradox of like basically capitalism versus true love is what we're talking
Yeah, and
about.
I pick capitalism.
Unconditional
Put
love.
down.
Wow,
Thank
I'm
you.
going true love.
You know, like, come on. No other pet will love you the way a dog loves you.
Exactly.
It's
There's
just-
cats in
it's
this
just a
house, and
fact.
we've like noticed how much cats are just like they don't really give a shit about you at all. Like it's like there's a
Cats are
coldness
using
to
you.
cats.
That's
Yeah, exactly.
that's the
Like,
thing. They're
Gizmo will
using
just
their
cats
owner.
suck.
Slap and
Obviously,
just stare at me
cats
and
are
wag his tail. Like that's a better feeling than a paycheck.
They're like pennies
Bogart
asleep
says
right
no
now.
one ever called dogs the root of all evil. You're right. If anything, they've
evil.
called it humanity's best friend. Have they not?
Yeah, but movies about money are way better than movies about dogs. Those dog movies suck. Unless it's
Fair.
Benji. I like Benji.
That's fair. That's true.
Even though movies
So
are
movies,
mid, as I
movies
said.
died. Movies doesn't end this tournament anymore.
Yeah, movies is out.
Dog movies do suck, man. Oh God, do they suck? Besides, like, I mean, even the only one I like really think about every now and then is All Dogs Go to Heaven, and that's just
What
like
about
fucking
Beethoven?
sad.
Beethoven's fun. I like Beethoven.
Yeah, they made like 20 of them. Though.
Sure, Dan.
The Charles Grodin ones.
Oh, nice.
You don't have anybody to impress here, Bacalar. Just come on. Just say what obviously is true. What's real? If somebody was gonna say Bacalar, you can have a dog or get paid.
Yeah, I think
It's not one or the other. It's which one's better.
I'm gonna vote dogs, and I'm gonna vote dogs because
bunch of saps.
I'm just taking these things in a vacuum. I'm not thinking about like
Okay.
the plight of anyone's individual sort of like situation. I'm just gonna
Sure,
talk
sure.
about the feeling of. right?
Yeah.
And
I'm glad
I
you have heart,
realized,
unlike Big Money Minotti over here.
dogs.
Billionaire Mike
That's the
Minotti.
winner.
All right. Well,
Dogs wins.
chat is also filled with a bunch of sentimental saps who said 44 for dogs, only 33 for
Good.
getting paid.
Yeah.
Feels good to
Cheese
be
dogs
correct.
is in the next bracket. That's a thing. Cheese dogs is a thing. Incredible. I'm so excited.
Oh,
for
what have we
that.
done? What have we done?
Incredible.
Computers versus the Dreamcast.
Dreamcast.
Yeah,
Dreamcast can get
elaborate.
online.
Look at computers, Dad.
That's what I'm saying. It's like that's a plus on the computer side, but Dreamcast also has it. Which one has Soul Calibur?
What's the state
You
of
could have a
Dreamcast?
Soul Calibur on a computer.
I know, but that's fucking with the whole. No.
That's still, dude. Everything's in play. Everything's in play. Look at what we're doing. Everything's in
emulation
play.
is really good. Emulation is
Yeah, what's the
Yeah,
state of
that's why-
Dreamcast emulation right now? Is that
great.
good?
Dreamcast is easy
great.
as hell to
It's
emulation.
perfect,
It's fucking
yeah.
smooth. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Computers. My vote is computers.
You can
Yeah, I'm
definitely
sorry.
do more.
I'm sorry. I mean, the Dreamcast is just a computer that's like not as good as
Exactly.
my current
That's why this
computer.
is insane.
In some way. In its base
I feel like
level,
it's
just
unfair
an old
that-
computer.
How about
I
this?
feel like it's
How about
kinda
this?
unfair that we're counting emulation, but okay.
Let me do this to your brain, Dan. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
If Dreamcast could go away and computers would be the thing that preserves it, not vice versa.
Yeah.
So you would,
Dreamcast had
you would
Windows
always
on it.
have.
It was
Correct.
powered by Windows CE.
Right. That's
Sure.
correct.
But that's not
I
the
love
point I'm trying to
Dreamcast.
make, as you of course know. Right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But
Okay,
here's an important
computers.
thing. Dreamcast made it further than cheeseburgers did, so we do know that a Dreamcast is better than a cheeseburger. So
That's what I
figured
said.
that
Which
one
is
out.
What I said.
important. Which is important to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Chat, pretty easy one for them. 68 for computers, 3 for Dreamcast.
Okay.
All right.
Can't wait till this
Sure, rough one.
final showdown of dogs versus computers that's in our future.
Nah, no way.
All right.
Podcasts versus The Simpsons, season 3 through 10.
Fucking Simpsons, of course.
Minotti's gonna have to be the tiebreaker here because I'm voting podcast.
There's podcasts about The Simpsons.
How
Exactly.
often do you
Like,
re-listen to a podcast episode? Have you ever done that? Versus
You don't
I've
have
watched
to.
every Simpsons.
yeah,
I've listened
that's the point. You
Simpsons
don't
are
have
good
to.
enough to where you want to. I've watched all those episodes like fucking 10 times.
All right. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
that's
There's
certainly
so
a
many
point, but it's not.
podcasts.
It's
The whole-
it's an irrelevant point, is what it is.
No, I think it speaks to quality. Even like my favorite podcast episodes, like the Pasta Mania Hulk Hogan episode of Deadlock. I listened to that and laughed my ass off. I'm not going to go back and listen to a podcast episode again. I will watch the best Homer Goes to College over and over and over again.
No, I think there's people who will re-listen to a podcast, especially like comedy ones, very like super entertaining. Like I've definitely listened to a Reply All twice.
Reply All's
Yeah,
good.
I don't support your argument.
The whole reason I ever wanted to even do things like this was because of like some of the original gaming podcasts, especially One Up Yours, right? I still think so fondly of that. But and there are a lot of great gaming podcasts like ours. I get to listen to podcasts about all sorts of things and learn different things, and I can go on and find a million different things. And there's a problematic side of podcasts. I don't know about all this true crime shit. I don't know if this is good for people. I don't want to be like Somebody Think of the Children. But yeah, we get it. Some people murder people. Sometimes we can learn about that. And Golden Simpsons is very good. Fantastic TV. I think I'm going to give it up to podcast, though. Sorry.
What?
Yep, good choice,
Dan,
Mike.
Sorry, Dan. I guess I
Good,
swerved you
smart.
there.
Yeah, Mike. Guess what, Dan? You're kind of getting beat up left and right. Let's just be honest, okay? Maybe your
I
opinion's
just don't
bad.
know who
Have
has
you thought
time to
about
listen
that?
to podcasts. I don't understand. Like who
You
is
thought about?
okay?
have you
That's
thought
people
about?
have different lifestyles and stuff. Yeah.
No, but Dan, that is a short-sighted.
My
statement.
life of leisure, right? That I lead. I have all this time for the podcast.
You-
I just
Dan,
I
you
think
realize,
podcasts
like-
are fine. Like,
But
but I also
like,
haven't
you
heard most
saying-
of them, so
But you saying who has the time to listen to a podcast right? You're basically saying like, who has the time to read, or who has the time to do anything that they
But that's
want to
the thing.
do? What are you talking about?
I just think that like video games or reading even or seeing movies is just so much more like good for my life than listening to podcasts. So I'm like,
Right,
when
so
I-
you're-
in free time, I'm always going to lean towards that other stuff, you know?
I get it. As if nobody drives, as if nobody
JD
walks, as if nobody does a
JD,
thing.
I don't drive. I do walk. but-
Oh.
JDD2 says, who has time to listen to podcasts? Says employee of podcast-based websites.
Yeah, like the
I like
podcast
doing
part.
it. I like
of
doing it
Giant
for
Bomb,
a job. I
it
don't
is,
want to
like,
listen to
literally
people.
the
I
most
want to
lucrative
say
part.
the things.
The most
Well,
lucrative part.
But it's fun to
Chat
have the
says-
conversations. I don't want to listen to people I don't know having conversations. I don't understand that.
Okay.
Chat says that
Sure.
podcast wins 47 to Golden Simpsons 22.
Wow.
Like, It is weird though, right? Like, what other profession would be like, I'm really good at this and I do this to make a living, but I could not be bothered to engage with it personally.
I think there were some like actors who did a lot of movies who probably would rather be
Yeah.
like
Well,
watching stage shows.
Do you
and
think
things
every
like that. I
baseball
bet there's
player
some
goes
authors?
watches a bunch of baseball? Yeah.
Yeah, I do think every baseball player watches baseball. I do.
Really?
There are
I
some
think every
professional
hockey
wrestlers who
player.
definitely
Yeah,
not care
I think
about
every
professional
hockey
wrestling.
player is like a big hockey fan. I think like they probably.
But I'm a video game
Engage in
fan.
the thing
I'm
they
not a video
love.
game podcast fan. You know what I mean? I like to
Okay.
play the video games. I don't want to hear, you know,
Yeah, but that's
people,
not-
people I know, I have friends and everything. I have no interest. I've never heard my friends'
Sure.
podcasts, you know?
Sure, but there's other podcasts.
I listen to your podcast, Dan.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I did when I,
like
used
when
to
people listen
drive
my
more.
podcast. I just
you know?
personally don't want to listen to them, you know?
Wow.
Oh,
I'm wearing your
Christ.
shirt, listen to your podcast, but you won't listen to Last of the Nintendogs.
No.
Game
Sorry.
exercise because you're or
Never
90s
heard Miller,
Disney.
never heard Hanson, never heard like any of these. I just don't do it. I never heard the Bombcast before I got hired, you know? Like,
Incredible.
yeah.
That's fair. That's
Not
fair.
my thing.
That's okay. What's next?
Not my
Hockey
thing.
versus Metal Gear Solid, the series.
Metal Gear. It's Metal Gear.
Oh
Sorry, back
god,
to
this is where I'm gonna eat shit because obviously it's hockey. And then Minotti, I know is gonna fucking go Metal Gear because he's one of these weirdos.
Very good.
Or I don't want to
Video
speak for you. I don't speak for
No,
you.
you're
Apparently
right.
a
It's a
sports
very
guy.
good- I do like sports. If Cleveland had a hockey team, you might do better here. But
What's your closest team? Like the Blue Jackets?
Penguins are actually no. Penguins are pretty close, 50 minutes. But
That's a great team.
Pittsburgh's and they win. But Pittsburgh's even closer than Cleveland for me.
Oh.
But it's just growing up, everything's been Cleveland sports for me. Cleveland sports. So it's just and Pittsburgh's like the natural enemy of Cleveland sports. So even though there isn't a hockey team they compete with, it's still just I can't. I get it. I
Wait.
want to be a Penguins fan, but I just can't do it. It
That
doesn't
is-
compute with my brain.
That is insane to me that like people where you live are people where you live. If they're a hockey fan, are they Blue Jackets fans? Is that what you're saying?
There's if you're a hockey fan here, to be clear, where I am, there are lots of Pittsburgh sports fans because I am right between
Okay.
it, and it's a big thing. Like, are you?
Got it.
It usually manifests in Browns versus Steelers. To be clear, that's where it gets heated. Like Pirates versus Guardians, no one cares because they're in separate leagues, even right. But
Got it.
Steelers, Browns, same division. It gets hot, and I still just kind of think of everything as Pittsburgh's the bad guy. That's the enemy. So that's why I've been to some
Understood.
Penguins games. Though it's a ton of fun, and I do like
Yeah,
it.
it's great.
I
It's a
can
great
never
place to see.
pretend. Yeah, it's a great place. I used to go to the old Igloo, but I can never pretend that means as much to me as the Guardians or the Browns or the Cavaliers. So,
Okay.
and
Okay.
yeah, Metal Gear Solid though, fantastic video games, super fun.
So you're still
Very
not
good
sure is
stuff.
what you're saying.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Metal Gear Solid. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey man, hockey was playing with house money getting into the second round. I
Yeah.
gotta say, so happy to
Yeah, it
just
beat
happy to have a
movies,
seat.
right?
Yeah,
Did somehow.
huge
That's
round one
insane.
victory. Huge
That's
round one
insane.
victory for hockey.
It was, yeah. Big underdog there, but it made it. Chat says 47 for Metal Gear Solid, 26 for hockey.
That's not bad.
Oh,
That's not
somebody
bad.
brought up. I think Lexi's brought up the Mighty Ducks, right? That's where movies and hockey collide. There you
Oh
go.
yeah,
It's true.
Is that
And,
the best
Sudden
hockey
Death with
movie? Or are you
Jean-Claude
gonna
Van
say
Damme?
like are you gonna say Miracle or
Yeah,
So,
that's
the one-
good. I also think Yeah, I mean, quite honestly, I don't think there has been a truly wonderful like hockey kind of film for the
I know people
modern.
like Goon, right?
Yeah, I think that's. I just
The
never got
wrestler?
into it in the way that other people. I think Slapshot's good too. I do. I mean, I don't think it's really good, but because it's so much a hockey thing, I think that Letterkenny spin-off Shoresy is like I'll watch that just because it's such a hockey thing. I don't think it's like particularly amazing, but yeah, not a lot of great, amazing hockey stuff out there. Oh, Mystery Alaska's all right. That's for sure.
What's next?
Barbecue versus peanut butter.
Ooh, this is a real tough one.
Barbecue, the highs are higher. Peanut butter is consistent. It's always there for you, but man, you sit down with a plate of burnt ends, that's going to excite me more than a peanut butter sandwich.
I think.
Yeah,
I think
but you
Dan
can
just
eat.
nailed it.
Yeah, but you could eat peanut butter and not just not pay the price that you have to pay when you do barbecue so much.
Probably bad for.
But
Well,
it's
you
interesting,
can
barbecue's
barbecue
not-
some chicken thighs. It's not as bad for you.
I love barbecue.
Barbecue's not an
chicken.
everyday thing. Barbecue is like an indulgent
special.
every once in a while thing. Yeah, and it makes it
Like
special.
ice cream.
It makes it more exciting. Yeah. It's the ice cream of dinner.
I'm not mad with barbecue winning, but I do have to vote for peanut butter for this round.
Respect it.
But yeah, this makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. Chat. That was a fast deliberation. Chat also 62 for barbecue, only 14 for peanut butter.
Peanut
Sorry,
butter's excellent,
peanut
but
butter.
that was the right choice for us. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry,
Okay.
I just looked ahead at the next bracket there.
Oh, fuck.
Good. All right, this one's also funny.
Halloween versus salt.
Salt.
All right, so now,
Salt.
so we
every
have to
day of the year. It's there for you.
we stop it like it's this fucking best friend you've ever had. Come on.
It's basically
It's salt.
dogs of food.
This is just stupid. Because I don't want to have an argument about Halloween, my favorite day of the year, and like an ingredient in food. It's just so fucking dumb on its face. It's just so colossally stupid. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, it's food's best
What are-
friend, Chat said. Yeah.
What are we doing?
Halloween. Oh, I'm sorry, Backward. Salt is so much better than Halloween, and I hope.
It
the
is.
brewers
No, I
never
can't
say that
believe we're
again.
actually gonna give this to fucking Salt.
We have to.
Salt is so
Just
good.
see,
I
Giant
love
Bob.
Salt.
The final match was movies versus Salt. No,
No, movies got killed.
yeah, movies.
Oh, movies didn't make it out in the first round.
It's dogs versus Salt. God, I hope you're enjoying yourself, Box. I hope this is somewhat entertaining for you.
Halloween did get a big glow up during our lifetimes, though, right? Like when I was a kid, adults didn't care about Halloween. I'm not like complaining about that or saying like, "Oh, it's weird." I'm glad that adults are having fun now, but like back then, it was just a kids thing, or maybe that's just I thought that because I was a kid. I don't know.
No, I think there's some truth to that. I mean, anecdotally, I remember my mom fucking would literally be like, "I'm not leaving the house today." That's how much I hate Halloween, and I love it. Like, it's
my
such
dad turns off the lights in his house and will just go sit in like a Taco Bell until it's over because he doesn't want people to ring his doorbell.
that's like the saddest
That's-
fucking thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, but also not surprising. Ball record.
That's just like that is just I would watch the
Aw.
I would watch the P.T. Anderson movie of like that night for your dad. Like him just in a Taco Bell in flip-flops while his home is being toilet papered and egged and just like his coming of
By
age
me.
story.
Yeah.
I'm voting for Halloween because it's obviously the superior thing. Halloween is like, it starts in a week in this house. So I'm excited. And
What are you,
It's
Walt
the
Disney World? It's starting in August.
I mean, it's funny because that is a big reason why we're going when we're going, Mike. So yeah.
They start the Halloween stuff very early. It's very popular in theme parks in general now.
Yep.
Salt wins.
All right. Salt also won with chat 58 or 53 for Salt's 25 for Halloween.
Oh.
Oh, this
Soda
is easy. Come on.
versus ice cream.
Ice cream.
You just have a
Thank
root beer
you.
float and say everybody wins.
Yeah.
But
It's
I don't actually
probably
like root
ice
beer float.
cream.
Kind of gross.
It's ice cream, I think.
Really, I'm still soda, but I really like Coke Zero and Diet Dr Pepper. I mean,
I do too.
I'll admit it now, since it's probably going to lose anyways. I like soda so much that it maybe is a problem. Maybe I should drink less of it. I will like get cravings for it. I'm like, oh no, is this an addiction? Like if I don't have soda for a bit, I'm like kind of like, all I can think about is getting my next soda. That's a problem.
Same.
So
Same.
I really like soda.
There's
but it might be
also
a problem. So
this is also kind of a barbecue versus peanut butter for me, where it's like soda I'm having every single day. You know, when I have barbecue, it's special, and that's the ice cream is the barbecue of this bracket entry. Ice cream special. Ice cream's a great treat. It's that gets my vote.
Very good.
all right, sorry first that chat still actually has a little bit of time to vote here.
Oh, we're down to the Super 8. Excellent.
Yeah,
The
we're
Elite
getting
8.
there. No, it's Elite 4. Okay, I'm going to call it here. Ice cream wins at 48. Soda with 27. It's going bad. But yeah, ice cream wins. Chat also.
All right. And the rate.
Wow.
Cheese versus dogs.
You guys have been so high on dogs this entire time. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's got to be a bounce.
I think it's
bounce to it, limits to it.
No, I think it's dogs for me. I think like I think in the great dog cheese fight of 2183, dogs prevail. I think on a long enough timeline, they're the ones you want in your life. And
dogs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's easy cheese. God.
Easy cheese is great. I love easy cheese.
Oh yeah, not literally easy cheese, but yeah. Cheese is just so good. You know,
cheese is also bad for you health-wise. Dogs are all across the board positive.
well, if you also
Yeah,
have
there's
dog, it kills
evidence
you.
that supports that they extend your life.
That's
Yeah,
just
it's-
big
it's-
cat.
this is simple
or
for
big,
me.
That's big dog.
That's big dog. There is no big cat because the brain bacteria that they infect you with does all the propaganda work they need.
Man, I really thought cheese could make it all the way. Like I don't know.
No,
I love cheese.
Like,
maybe
I
more
love
than
cheese,
anything.
but yeah, it's more of a surface level love than a love of a
Even
dog.
dogs love cheese.
Yeah, I don't know. Cheese
True.
What do you
kicks
think a
ass.
dog would rather have? What do you think a
We're-
dog would rather have? Another dog or cheese?
That's a
I
good
think
question,
dogs
but
like
I do
company of
think
other
it's another
dogs.
dog.
But also,
I
I mean,
think
look,
most-
no
They would
disrespect to cheese. Cheese made it into the top 8 things in the world.
Yeah, it's a
like
big deal.
that's
It's a
good.
big deal, Mike.
Yeah, but still not enough. It should be more. All right, I look. I've lost.
Cheese went
I'll admit
far.
defeat here. But
Come on, cheese went
I lose
far.
under protest. I lose under protest. But chat also with you guys. 48 for dogs, only 35 for cheese.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Computers versus podcasts.
Computers.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be.
You're right.
computers.
In this battle, computers almost has to win.
These are it's rough when they're actually more similar, right? Then it's like it almost becomes more
Yeah.
obvious which one should win. It's kind of like Dreamcast
Yeah.
versus computers, right? Computers been getting
Right.
some easy brackets, I think, actually some favorable matchups.
Computers
That's
been
right.
coasting.
Doing
Yep.
really well.
Yep.
Yeah, computers have been kind of coasting here.
I am going to reserve the possibility of in a year or two, I actually start listening to podcasts. I'm like, wow, podcasts are great because I do like when I walk around or I work out and I go through the new Deadlock the day it comes out. I'm like, man, I don't have anything to listen to now. So like maybe if I tried some podcasts, maybe I would like them. So I am reserving that right now for in 2 years. If I say on a podcast that I like podcasts, all of a sudden that might happen. But right now, computers gets my vote.
And podcast
Okay.
got obliterated in chat. Only 1 vote for podcast. The rest
Wow.
8
Wow.
going to computers.
Wow.
Yeah,
Just
it's
Ira
absolute
Glass
destruction.
standing alone in the chat, being like, "Oh, I'm still gonna vote for podcasts."
Computers.
Metal Gear Solid, the series versus barbecue.
Metal Gear.
Barbecue.
Oh shit, Mitch.
Ooh. I really freaking love barbecue, man. Oh my
Yeah, you
god, I'm
do.
thinking about
Yeah, but think about
I'm
Liquid.
Makes
thinking
the
about
right
that for-
choice.
Think about Revolver Ocelot. Think about everyone's names in that series.
Yeah.
Think about the
Yeah,
boss
think about
fights.
all the other
the
think about all the
lore.
other video games that there will be, and think about all the barbecue that there will not be should you make the wrong
Even Metal
decision
Gear
here.
Solid has disappointed sometimes, right? There's been
Sometimes, yeah.
You know,
I've had
sometimes.
dry barbecue as well. I've had barbecue that's like just streaming
Yes, it
dry.
can
and-
happen.
Imagine you had a
yeah,
plate
rare.
of barbecue food in front of you, but could not eat it until its cutscene was over, and it was like 4 hours of barbecue cutscene, and then by the time you got to eat it, it was cold. You don't want that.
Yeah,
that works.
I'm sorry, Dan. I just like barbecue too much. Just such delicious food, especially when it's all barky and crusty from the rub, and you get a nice nice sauce, not too much, depending on the meat. And you have that plate. It's got to be on a paper plate, side of mac and cheese, because I love cheese.
The mac and cheese.
With a Coke Zero. Oh man, turns out maybe I just like barbecues. Maybe that's my favorite thing. A lot of my favorite things are there. Yeah, got to give it up to barbecue. Chat 62 for barbecue, 19 for Metal Gear Solid. Chat's with us.
See you later,
Everything
Snake.
Out of that. Damn it. Again, top 8 things in the world. I can't complain too much there.
Yeah, top 8 things ever, right? You know.
Salt versus ice cream.
Is there
Okay,
salt
well,
in
there-
ice cream?
We discussed this yesterday, Dan. Yes, there is.
There is. Okay.
So in fact, one of my favorite flavors ever had. Some places have it. It's like a sea salt caramel flavor.
Yes.
God,
Ooh, that's
that is
nice.
delicious. I love that. Yeah.
salt,
I-
salt makes
I go
even
salt.
ice cream better, and that's why it's salt. Because salt makes everything better, even ice cream.
Yeah, it's salt. It's
Wow, I cannot get on board the salt train like you weirdos. I'm voting for ice cream. I'm just anti-salt. What can I say?
Apparently, I remember when we brought this up yesterday, you're like, everything has too much salt in it. And I started screaming that there's not enough. There's
Yeah,
never
which
enough.
is just I don't want to be the one to break it to you, but that is the wrong position. Yeah, look.
It's the proper position. Just like Yappa Pie, Dan. There's a deep cut for you.
All right. But yeah, I understand where you both are coming from, but like, I love ice cream.
yeah, we all do.
it's-
Top 8 things in the
yeah.
world.
You know, so yeah, okay.
Ice cream's better than dogs.
We'll find out.
Yeah, I might have to. Yeah.
As we know, we never will.
All right, next up. Damn,
Oh
are we down to the
wow,
final
we're in
four?
the final four.
Oh God!
Finally,
All right,
Dogs versus computers.
dogs.
Oh, come on. You guys are just going to push dogs to the end. Computers over your computer,
no,
Dan?
I
What?
didn't
You
say
need a
anything
computer.
yet.
But
If I
Dan,
had to
if you
throw
need
my
your
computer
for so
or my
much-
dog off of a bridge, I'm throwing the computer.
What do you
Oh,
think your
that's
life would
such a-
be like without computers, Dan? What do you think you'd be doing? You'd probably be
Healthier?
at the Taco Bell right now. Healthier? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because we wouldn't be here to tell you to not do things like smash your iPhone with an axe. You'd probably be dead by now, actually.
I got people in my life, my real life. It's not all computer people.
It's not all computer people. Go ahead, Backdoor. Go ahead.
You know, humanity has relied on dogs way longer than we've relied on computers.
True.
I don't know what that means, but I'm just saying that as a fact.
Yeah, we don't know if that's important, but it's
Not
true.
sure if that's important, but it's empirically true. I do think on a long enough timeline, though, computers will prove to be the more important thing.
They're going to
but
kill us,
man.
and dogs
14
rarely
on my
kill
dog.
people.
Dogs do kill people. What are you talking about?
Not
Yeah,
as much
okay.
as computers will when the Terminator stuff happens.
Okay.
I think Mitch is muted.
Am I?
No,
Oh,
you're
you're
good. I don't know.
All right.
This is really difficult. This is two big parts of my life here, and I'm conflicted. I guess at the end of the day, though, I have to say that if I'm how do you want me to vote?
Here, put it this
My
way. Here's
heart-
the thing. If suddenly computers were removed from my life, I think it's a net positive. I'm a healthier human being. If dogs were removed from my life, like that's a huge negative. That's just straight
Yes.
up negative.
I'm with you.
Yeah, what would you be doing for your job and for you love streaming so much and all of that? That's a huge. That's
Yeah,
been.
I can
Remember
just-
how much that helped you during your when you were
Yeah.
doing WWE, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, I can just do it in my
streaming is a
driveway
giant
and hope like the
outlet.
neighbors come over and watch.
No.
Yeah,
no,
I
we
don't think it would have the
couldn't.
same impact for you. I don't think that would mean.
We,
I can't do
But as
sound
long as
alerts in my
it's-
driveway.
We've-
I can't
computers-
play Diablo 4 on a dog.
computers have just made such a meaningful chapter mark in the evolution of humanity
Hang on.
in a
Hang
way
on.
that
Hey,
yeah.
hey, you know the Nazis had dogs. You could train dogs to be Nazis.
You can.
What
Great point, Mike.
the fuck was that?
It's what?
Look,
It's
like-
true. It's like, oh, because you're like, well, computers can be bad sometimes. So can dogs. Dogs aren't inherently good. You can train a dog to like
Most
hate
dogs are
children
good.
and
They're
to
malleable.
attack
They're
children on
malleable.
sight.
Most dogs are good. And also, like, I can still play video games without computers. You know, like they're not.
To be clear, all those things you play
No.
video games on are also computers.
I'm
computers.
talking
You
like
have to
monitor,
computer.
PC tower.
No.
I'm not talking like technically this is a computer. Like no,
No,
we're not opening
no.
calculators. You know, like yeah.
That argument works for like a car, not for a game console. Okay.
We don't have to convince
Like-
Dan. Dan's already voted. It's about you, Bacalar. What do you think? What do you
Yeah, I gotta vote for
think about Nazi
computers.
dogs?
I gotta vote for
You
computers because
soulless.
computer like
Eat shit,
look.
dogs.
get fucked dogs. You know, it's just too much of an important part of humanity. I'm not saying for better or worse. I'm just saying like we're in this mess now.
We are. We're here.
Shit.
And chat is also on computer. Says 57 to dogs 39. Computers makes it to the finals.
Jesus. Okay.
Barbecue
I can't believe we're
versus salt.
facing that.
Is there salt in barbecue?
Wait, time out. You're not
Dan,
fucking
shut the
serious,
hell up. You
are
know
you, Dan?
that. You know
You're not
that.
fucking
I'm
serious.
guessing.
Shut up.
Gun to my head. I'm saying yeah, almost certainly. But I just I don't know. So I'm asking
Absolutely.
people who know more than I do.
You're-
There's tons of salt in barbecue.
You're not serious.
I'm assuming yes. On the fries, definitely, and I definitely put it on there. But I've never salted my barbecue meat. Like so, I don't
You're
know.
not
if
the
that's
serious
people who cook
person.
it
part of
absolutely
the
do.
thing.
They salt it like the bark, right? That barky bit on the outside, that's mostly salt, often pepper,
Oh.
garlic
Would
powder,
like burn ends have
paprika,
salt?
maybe. Tons of it. That's why the burnt
Okay.
the stuff that's getting burnt is usually the rub.
So I'm
That
voting
it gets crusty
for
because of
barbecue.
salt.
I'm voting for barbecue. I just can't like in good conscience just be like, yep, salt's the second best possibly at least thing there is.
I'll go
I know there's
barbecue as
salt in
well.
everything. I realize that, but barbecue in a vacuum, just like a pile of salt, even though it has many uses and it's everywhere on our planet. Barbecue is just like the thing that I'm crawling over to.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go barbecue.
Okay, well, yeah, then it doesn't really matter. I would maybe go salt because again, like I need salt for barbecue, but there's definitely something more romantic and more aesthetically pleasing about barbecue as a thing,
Yeah.
as a concept. Salt is like it's a worker, brother, right? It gets the job done.
It's a good hand. It's a good hand.
Catalyst. It's a catalyst. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good, yeah. But barbecue is just it's magical. There's something magical about barbecue. So I'll throw my vote on barbecue. Also, I'll make it a clean sweep for barbecue. Chat not with us on this one actually. Chat 53 on salt, only 29.
What's with the salt,
for barbecue.
sodium. What are with the sodium freaks in chat? What's happening?
I think maybe that you just don't appreciate salt enough, Bacalar.
Their blood pressure is just off the charts. I guess. I don't know.
They're happy. They're eating good.
They're happy though.
Is it time for the
Here we.
finals?
It's time for the finals.
Computers.
Computers versus barbecue.
Well, we knew it would come to this, folks.
Yeah, we were kind of just wasting time getting here, right? We could have just done this right away. Why didn't
two
we just
best
start
things.
here?
I mean, this could have been the Big Lebowski versus Salt. You guys, it could have been that.
It could have been a lot of things, but it's not. It's computers versus. I still think computers is a little lucky to be here. I think it had some favorable matchups and
Yes.
kind of just like some logic working for it. Because there's nothing romantic about a computer. There's something romantic about barbecue.
Yeah.
I wish we were in a dogs versus BBQ final though, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
I do have some regret. I am filled with
No,
some
I know, 'cause
regret.
dogs might have won. I would have been mad because I'm right now officially putting my vote for barbecue. It is delicious. It's fun to cook barbecue. It's a social activity. It can't be something you just do on your own. I enjoy barbecue content. There's all sorts of things you can barbecue. It doesn't have to be meat, by the way. You can barbecue whatever the hell you want. It's
Yeah,
always
and
better.
barbecue an Impossible
Hang on.
burger.
I have a quick question here. So you say you can barbecue anything you want. Is barbecue a verb? Because I just associate it with like ribs and burn ends and pulled
I
pork
think
and like.
It's a verb.
I think like it's used as a verb. Yeah.
It's absolutely a verb. You can barbecue things, and that means
What does that mean? Like I've never made barbecue, so I don't know what it means to
Well, it
barbecue.
it basically means
something.
cooking over an open flame is in the
Yeah.
most general.
Oh, so
Grill.
like if you're just making a burger on a grill, that's barbecue.
Yeah, that's barbecue. Like, I
Oh,
know
shit,
we
this is
mean
better than
I know that we
then
mean
barbecue encompasses way more than I was thinking. Okay, I was just
Right,
thinking
I know
barbecue
we
sauce
generally-
and burn ends.
I am also like mostly thinking like smoking. It's just I think what you're really thinking like like with
I don't really know what
ribs
that means either, but yeah.
and pork shoulder. Smoking is how you get. You don't know what smoking means? Okay.
I was just talking
yeah,
about the
that's-
food. I was just talking about like
Yeah.
eating barbecue meat. Yeah, like
Yeah,
burn
that's
ends.
usually
I was just
smoked.
picturing a
That's
plate of
usually,
burn
like,
ends the whole
smoked meat.
time.
Yes,
I don't know
burn
what
ends is
smoked meat
smoked.
means, but huh?
It's just a way to barbecue.
Then it seems like
That's-
barbecue's better than I thought it was. So okay, great.
Yeah, it's even better than even better than computers than you at first thought.
I'll vote barbecue.
I'm
Thank you,
still
Dan.
I'm just still unable to kind of speak. I'm sorry. I'm just I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm all right.
Got this.
Um,
We're almost there. We're almost done now. I mean, it's actually over, but for history,
It doesn't matter. I was gonna vote.
Yeah.
I was gonna vote computers, but it's fine.
It's
like
still
whatever.
important. The dissenting
It's
opinion
important.
still matters.
Yeah, I think I think I'd rather switch my vote to dogs now for where we ended up.
Too late.
Uh,
It's too late. You're on the wrong
but
side
there
of
we
this.
have it, folks. It
we go.
it has been written.
Barbecue is the best thing.
And chat does not agree. Chat, the incredibly online chat that we have over here
Yes.
was big on computers. 71 for computers, only 19 for barbecue.
I agree. Barbecue inexplicably the best thing, and it's not even on like my top 5 of like food.
Well, I already
Well,
loved it, but like now that I know it encompasses so much more than what I thought that word meant, now I think I love it even more.
Like I would rather have so many other things instead of barbecue.
I think that barbecue is the best thing ever is very reasonable. I could
You
absolutely
know.
see that. Barbecue's incredible.
Where'd we go? Dogs lost to computers? Is that what happened?
Dogs did lose to computers, yes.
Thank God. I
2
was
to
worried you
1.
guys were going to push
Oh.
dogs all the way.
Could have just been
There
a
were like
swing
I thought
vote
very
there.
few unanimous ones.
Yeah, you're right. I thought cheese was going to maybe go all the way, and then you
Yeah.
dog lovers over here. God, I thought cheese
Yeah,
had a good
cheese was-
shot.
Hmm.
I always figured barbecue would go far. I thought barbecue would go far.
Didn't think it would go this far.
I can't believe pro
Yeah.
wrestling
There's a
didn't
par-
make it out of round 1. Holy shit.
Yeah. Well, it had a rough barbecue match. It went up against the winner. In
I mean,
round one, it was
movies,
barbecue.
music, and pro wrestling all were out in round 1.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
yeah.
look, we could have
Movies and
had we could have had a Dreamcast versus Salt final. Okay.
I kind of,
was-
yeah, you know what? I kind of regret that. I kind of should have just gone. I should have been more sentimental and said Dreamcast over computers. Actually, I kind of
Yeah,
regret
we could have
it,
killed
but-
this computer thing earlier. Yeah.
Computers aren't just pretty
Unreal.
handy. It turns out computers can do a lot of things.
Yeah, they can't beat barbecue, though.
Nope.
They have the internet of computers these days.
Wow.
Wow.
There you have it, folks. Definitive,
learned a
in
lot.
stone. Yes, the best thing in the world is barbecue. My
Yep,
goodness.
that was
a,
easy.
What a season we had here.
That was easy.
Yes.
What was the funniest matchup? There are some good ones there.
There were-
Halloween versus Salt was pretty funny.
That was great. What did Winter went up against something real dumb too in the start there.
Oh,
Oh,
Winter
I forget.
versus.
You're right.
What is it?
Winter had a fight.
Computers.
Winter had to
Winter
fight
versus
computers.
Winter versus computers. That's right. Yeah, that was a good one. Cheese versus dogs.
Man, I had
versus
bet
hockey.
early on. I had a real good bet going early on versus bonus sleep versus ice cream, but it just didn't.
Oh,
it didn't
man.
pan out.
Bonus sleep didn't get as far as I thought it would. My goodness.
No, certainly not.
All right. Well, we've done some good work here today, fellas. Box, thank you for holding the keys to the bracket. The science was sound. Everything was as it should be. And yeah, I think we did some good work here today, fellas.
Certainly did. Thank you very much, Dan, for putting this together. It was certainly interesting.
That was a lot of fun.
All right. Everyone, have a great weekend. Have a barbecue. How about it? Go out there, fire up the grill, make a barbecue. Goodbye.
You can even bring your dog if you have to.
You should.
And we're back.
We did good work. Let's do a raid. Let's raid.
Yeah, let's
We'll come back and do a raid.
Oh, I think we are.